And that is one of like the core things that keeps me up at night, that worries me. How do we do this? How it's that talk of hope. What is hope, and how do we stop ourselves from numbing our minds to the point where we can no longer feel? Because in order to grieve, to process, and then move forward again, you need to feel. You need to feel all the hard things. And if we numb ourselves to that, we can't go through that process, and we might numb ourselves into extinction. And I'm really worried about that, like getting stuck in that despair phase. And I do think there are some practices, and including drugs, that are more helpful in processing trauma. In the book, I talked about how I use psychedelics to help me overcome my mental stuckness and my being stuck in the past and my struggles with post-traumatic stress disorder. And like psychedelics gave me a new lease of life, but I'm also very aware that those can be used and abused in all kinds of unhealthy ways, including new cults, including reinforcing narcissistic behaviors as we're seeing in Silicon Valley, including, and this is very well described by Aldous Huxley in The Doors of Perception, disconnecting you from caring about humans. So word of caution on that, but there are a lot of people doing some beautiful work on the intersection between psychedelics and ecological thinking and behavior. But ultimately, these are all part of a broader picture of how do we find the strength and courage to keep going.